What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to LIFG, and today we're going to be doing another video here on Eternal Card Game. Today we're going to be starting the first of a few videos with some budget decks in them. Budget deck in this case simply means there are going to be 0 legendaries in any of these decks, and they're all going to cost less than 30,000 shiftstone to build. So this one here, in its current form, is 25,700 shiftstone. Of course, changes are going to be made. If you get better cards, you can replace some of these. For example, Madness could be the 5/2 flyer with charge. The dragon, I forgot its name right now. Steward of the Past or Impending Doom can become the dragon from the story mode. The something Maw. Let me take a look at that real quick. Could be Crimson Fire Maw. And that, which brings me to another point here. Even though I'm not going to be running any legendaries in any of these decks, keep in mind that if you have the gold or the gems to buy the story mode and do it if you haven't yet, it's worth doing, because this would be in the deck I'm going to be running right now, and probably a couple more. Tavrod is in the Argenport deck, and it's one of only 2 legendaries in that deck, and these are all drops from the story mode, Tale of Horus Traveler. So keep that in mind. Another card that sees play from here is Cinder Yeti, which is also going to be in this deck I'm showing you right now. So I definitely recommend getting these story modes. Same here. Jack doesn't see a lot of play right now, but he's really good, and he sees some play. Nyctotraxian, same thing, sees some play. Cuphall Bailiff sees some play. And Quarry sees a lot of play, so that's something to keep in mind. Anyways, let's go over the deck really quickly and then do some games. So it's not full aggro, it's leaning a bit more towards mid-range, but it's pretty aggressive. So we have 4 Oni Ronin, 4 Pyronite, 4 Torch, 3 Annihilate. I'm thinking of cutting this down to 2. 4 Instigators, just really good value there. So cards we're going to be running in here that are kind of new is Dream Snatcher. It's Lifesteal, 2/3 with an ultimate. Couple Quarries and a couple Rapid Shot. I might eventually take out the Rapid Shots and replace them with 4 Quarry. 2 Varus Favor, 4 Champion. It's hard not to run Champion in an aggro or a mid-range Stonescar deck. 4 Cinder Yeti, 2 Madness to use as finishers, 4 Impending Dooms, 4 Stewards, and 3 Obliterates. So that's what we're going to be running here. Let's give it a shot. We'll do 5 games as usual. Alright, we're on the play. We're going to keep this. Let's go with Oni Ronin. Alright, let's attack for 2. We weren't going to be able to play this on turn 2 anyways. We'll Quarry here though. It's too good of a value not to take this here. And I quarried first because if something does get a war cry, I want to be able to draw it there. So we're going to go on the board. Lightning Storm does not kill everything we have. If he has Lightning Storm, Instigator lives. That's not bad. I'm playing this not just to get an extra 2 damage through, but because I don't want to draw it next turn, so let's get it out there now. So maybe we get a power, so this is live or something like that. The life gain. Of course they're playing Echo cards. Is it a unit or is it find a way? That's a lot of life. That's our worst nightmare, basically. I would love to save this for something bigger, but the amount of health he just gained from that, I don't want him to do that again on his next turn. Sure. Alright, we take 3 here. We're just gonna go wide. Already uses Lightning Storm, and now Lightning Storm only kills 1 unit, unless he has 2 more Lightning Storms in hand. And we have up Annihilate. We know he has at least 1 Cockroach in hand. At least 2 Cockroaches in hand. Okay, so that's their entire turn, unless they have Permafrost. So end of turn, let's kill that. And that's lethal. So that is 1-0 with this deck. It felt alright. I did try to play around Lightning Storm as best as I could, because I can't not play units, otherwise my deck's just going to be worse than any deck that goes bigger. So I got to put enough stuff out there for them to feel the need to use a board wipe. Alright, so we are not on the play this time. I'm going to redraw this. We did have Pyro Knight. This is a better hand. So if I had to choose on turn 1, I'd rather Oni Ronin over Pyro Knight, just because of the Warcry upside. So of course our turn 1 play is going to be Oni Ronin. Oh, that sucks. That's the dream, by the way. Nothing feels as good as using this on Oni Ronin or or an Initiate of the Sands. It's just a really good feeling. On turn 2. So this is dead to Annihilate. Sure. Attack for 3. Let's put another 3 toughness unit out there. Might have been right to play Fire Sigil there, however. Just gonna go all out, because honestly, if I can't get through that, I'm just gonna lose the game anyways. And again, one Lightning Storm does not kill everything on my board. Okay, that was actually a really good draw. Keep that on top, and we'll attack for 10. That's fine. That's fine. We made sure not to give him an easy block, so now he has to dig for a way out of this. Alright, we take 1. But we do have a 2-turn clock right now, and this is where Champion shines. Is traditionally blocking it doesn't do anything. So something he might need here is Stray. I forgot to play this. Completely forgot. It's just gonna swing with everything. Yep. Oh, we might be in trouble. Well, let's put this out there and pass it back. I wasn't expecting him to have 2 removal spells there. Champion. I expected champion. We actually have no good attacks. Oh. Found control is so good. I think that's game. It's gonna become a 5-5. This is my problem with Annihilate. In these matchups, it's just bad. He has to block. If he doesn't block... Oh my god. I can't believe he chose not to block. He didn't want to lose his unit. And he lost the game instead. It's pretty funny. We were dead. We had no way out of that except them not blocking there. So that's a case for keeping the 2 rapid shots in. Because I don't think Quarry would have gotten me out of that unless I got Obliterate off it. As tempting as this is, I'm gonna redraw. Because I have no follow-up after I play those. This is better. I don't have a Warcry play turn 1, but I still have a 2-1 on turn 1. Alright, let's attack for 2. I'm gonna actually put this out. Bigger body. It's a better use of my mana because next turn I can have this and this available to me. And if he passes here, I'm almost always going to assume that they are running the silence unit, the 2-1. Guess not. So I'm going to keep going on the board here. In these colors, they have nothing to kill everything until turn 5. Not concerned about that. Let's just attack with everything. Block here. Didn't really matter where they blocked. So if we can draw power, undepleted power, we have a chance of winning next turn. If we can't, it's tricky. So we have 2, 4, 6, 9, 10, and 1 from that dying 11. That's Xaxes. Actually, it's 2 from that, so it's a bit more than Xaxes. Puts us to 3. We're going to be doing 5 games. The deck's 3-0, so even if I lose the next 2, the deck does have some viability. We are on the draw this time. You know what? I'm going to keep this. We're on the draw anyways. Huru could be a problem if this is straight Huru. It is not. I don't know if it's actually unseen or if it's reanimate though. We're gonna lead out with a 2-3. Hold this for now. Yeah, I don't need to block that. We'll offer you the same opportunity though. Alright, so let's quarry. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that. Let's do that. Torch is good. Torch is good, but a 5/5 flyer can end games if they don't have an answer. Ish. We'll take that trade. The only problem with this is that it does die to Vanquish. Let's pop the Aegis.
Trust in your skills.
Oh, it has deadly. Nice. Okay. How do I want to do this? Let's take this for a turn. Gets us most of our health back. If he attacks with this, we can do some stuff. See, now I'm in a situation because I didn't kill this when I had the chance to. Currently I'm dead in the air. Didn't want to do it like that, but I was dead on board. I should have obliterated this when I had the opportunity. So I got a chump block. Yep. That is a loss. Okay. GG. I wouldn't say we drew bad that game. They had us. Alright, so I'm gonna keep this. We're not on the play, which makes this a little worse, but what are you gonna do? It still dies to torch. Even with the ally, it still dies to torch. And it still dies to annihilate, so let's just establish. We'll have a better target for torch now. So that can stay. Let's attack for 2.
Trust in your skills.
Let's kill that. Right now we're just trading 2 damage for 2 damage. So I'm gonna get rid of those while I can. And I have better blockers coming out next turn. This, of course, dies to annihilate, which kind of sucks. So I'm going to lead with Steward of the Past. Okay. It's going to block there. Because even if he has +3/+3, they still trade. Here, I just get blown out. So I'll take 5. Not a problem. They're down to 1 card in hand. Of course, we have more cards, but we don't have anything in hand. They don't know that, though. And there's the Vanquish. Now we're in trouble. We need not power. That also dies to Vanquish? Yeah, I think this one's a wrap. And the early game was pretty good. Yeah, that's game. The early game was pretty good for us, but it went downhill from there. So again, as I always say, 5 games isn't big enough pool of games to determine how well a deck will perform, but for the purposes of this video, it went 3-2. The deck can obviously win. It needs to go wide. You do have enough removal to control most decks. Felon control is going to be a problem for this deck almost every time if you can't get it finished fast enough. But this is something you can test if you are, like I said, just starting out and you don't have the shift stone to craft all the cards or anything like that. But I'll put the link to this deck list, it's a work in progress, in the description. And then as usual, if you're new, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe down below.